I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is being open to a different outcome. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a while back, and the world has completely transformed since then. So if I encounter anything that seems out of date, I will interrupt myself and give you the most recent information. At the end, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. Also, I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Being open to a different outcome. When doing private sessions, I always explain that predicting the future is like a cross between a weather forecast and a traffic report. I'm looking at energy trends, which are subject to change. In keeping with the metaphors, I tell them that nothing is predestined, that they have the free will to bring an umbrella, leave the house at a different time, take a different route, or not go anywhere at all. I believe you create your future with each step you take, and that your future is influenced by your expectations today. And at the same time, unexpected things can and will happen, even with the most deliberate steps upon the most predictable paths. We are very, very creative beings, and the more creative of us choose, attract, manifest more intense challenges. None of us are powerless, not an infant nor an invalid, because we're all actually immortal and infinitely intelligent. The bodies we're living through only know what they've experienced and are aging linearly, but we are above and beyond and greater than our physical form. None of us is ever stuck. Sometimes we're in a story on our timeline that seems slow or immovable or trapped in a repetitive loop. But as consciousness, we created it that way. At any moment, we can do something different and the world won't come to an end. When moving forward, we can either open up doors of possibilities or narrow ourselves into a single lane. We do this through our assumptions. If we assume we're going to have to struggle to get a job, or it will take forever to have the right relationship, we've closed ourselves to seeing it any other way. Being open to a different outcome allows more opportunities and opens our eyes to what else is out there. So many people don't go for their dream because their expectations get in the way. If Clara Peller had thought she was too old to act, she would never have tried out for Wendy's Where's the Beef commercial at age 80. You're going to have to Google that or look it up on YouTube because that's such an old reference now. Her commercial went viral back in the day and she became an instant celebrity. So it is trying to say that it's never too old to try for something because it's totally within the realm of possibilities for things to happen. So this week, notice how often you limit yourself by preconceiving something that isn't going to happen. Be open to different outcomes in the smallest activity. Practice an open mind this week and see what happens. And leave me a comment below because I love to read your comments. And it's interesting the narration that runs through my head as I was reading this because there is a point perspective of this that infants get abused or people become paralyzed. Isn't that unfair? So it can seem pretty insensitive to saying that they're not powerless. I know I'll have to say on a certain level of the experience is being powerless, but what I'm encouraging people to do is to view and see their lives as consciousness from a higher perspective, and it can lift them out of that storyline to make changes. Any of us who had crappy childhoods and have recovered from them, we may have been powerless over the other people who did things to us, but we're not powerless in our ability to recover. So that's one level of seeing it. And then on the greater perspective, and people have had near-death experiences and come back and similar things. We're actually immortal and infinitely intelligent and have created the outline for what happens in our lives prior to being born. So the main thing is that when you're open to a different outcome, it literally opens doors to parallel universes you can step through that can take you in pretty amazing and surprising ways and steps you into a reality that is beyond your wildest imagination. So if you like these videos, please share them with your family and friends, and also click on the like button and subscribe, and that way you're telling YouTube to share this with more people and get this out to someone who really needs to see this information. If you'd like a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the skybox technique, and it'll give you that expanded perspective of your life as consciousness and answer many questions. If you'd like to have some manifestation techniques, Manifesting Money and Miracles is my self-study course where you can learn how to embody certain frequencies that can completely transform your external reality. reality. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. There you can learn about my private sessions where I take a look at you as consciousness and what's going on in your life today, and I can answer any questions that you might have. And it's all recorded just for you. If you want to learn how to do this for yourself, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a great preparation for my coaching special where I work with you one-on-one and give you specifically chosen consciousness techniques so that you can transform your life. And you can find out about that at my website. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Morning Musings.